Hello, Self-Love Life 101ers. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back with all of you. It has been an interesting couple of months for me, and I'm going to fill you guys in on what's been going on with me personally. One of the things I want to do with my channel is to let you in a little bit more into who I am and why I believe this work is really important. I have my coffee with me. In the words of Cardi B, okay. So today's theme is going to be your pain is not your purpose, okay? And for those of you who follow my Instagram page, I just posted a meme about this. Why do we let our pain become our purpose, right? So I want to talk a little bit to you about what exactly that means, okay? So first and foremost, pain is a universal feeling. It could be physical pain, it can be emotional pain, it can be pain that we inflict on ourselves through our own mental health issues. And we all deal with different mental health issues. I think sometimes when folks hear the word mental health, there's a really deficit lens into understanding how our mental health impacts who we are and what we can or can't do, or what we imagine we can or can't do. And so I'm going to start with me. So recently, a dear friend of mine did something to me that I thought was disrespectful, to put it like that. And it was essentially tied to communication. So one of the things that I am very big on is my word. If I give somebody my word for something, I'm going to do it, right? I can say there have been very few times in my life where I gave somebody my word and I didn't follow through. If something happened that prevented me from following through, then I tell the person, hey, I couldn't follow through on this. Let's talk about it. Let's build more. So anyway, this particular friend had promised to meet me somewhere, right? And this may sound really trivial, but, we were meeting after we hadn't seen each other in a really long time. And this friend did not show up, okay? And I was feeling really hurt by that. Like, why did this friend do this? What's going on? And so I was in pain from the actions of this friend. And at that point, I had a decision. Now, the fire in me, typically when that happens, I'm like, you're done. You're eliminated from my life. Moving on, blah, blah, blah. But when I sat down and really thought about it, I said, I don't know what this friend is going through. It may have absolutely nothing to do with me. And for that reason, I chose to protect my spirit by not reaching out to this friend. When this friend was ready, this friend did reach out to me. And I had a moment where I was just like looking at my phone like, I could ignore this friend right now. And I chose not to do that. Why? Because my pain is not my purpose, right? So the pain that this individual caused me, I did not let it become my purpose, right? My goal, like now I gotta get her back. Right? And how often do we do those things? So when I say your pain is not your purpose, it means that when we go through experiences of pain, which we will continue to do as long as we are alive, there is no human being, no matter how much money you have, no matter where you live, who does not experience pain. And pain comes in multiple forms, as I talked about earlier. And so when I say your pain is not your purpose, it means that we have to find strategic ways of turning our pain into promises, right? So your pain is not your purpose, meaning that feeling pain does not mean that we now have a purpose to be vindictive. We have a purpose to be mean. We have a purpose to be bitter. But instead, how do we let the pain that we experienced become promises for a better tomorrow, become promises for a better future? And one of the ways that we can do that is really reflecting within ourselves, why do I feel pain at this very moment? Is my pain tied to certain expectations that may have not been realistic? Is my pain tied to my own ego, right? Which happens a lot. The ego is everywhere. Is my pain tied to miscommunication and misunderstanding? So we have to really dissect where the pain is coming from, because sometimes the pain that we're experiencing happens to be pain that we've caused ourselves and not pain that has been caused by outside forces. So in the background, this is Rob Bass's Joy and Pain. Okay, and if you don't know that song, it's a song about joy and pain, right? I like sunshine and rain. And the reason why I'm sharing that is because joy and pain are emotions that we're always going to experience simultaneously, as long as we're alive. And so when we're experiencing this extreme pain, we have to remember that there were times when we experienced joy. Okay? And so I started this video talking about a friendship, and that's primarily because I have really struggled in sustaining friendships that I felt made me feel good as a person. And it kind of started pretty early on, like from middle school. I remember having really good friendships in elementary school, and you just kind of think, that's how it is. And then as you get older and as life happens, you realize that friendships change. And I've really struggled with that. And now in my 30s, I really struggle with how hard it is to maintain friendships that feel wholesome and good for your spirit and good for your soul. But one thing I know is this: even the friendships that no longer, the friends who are no longer in my life because I decided that, this friendship is not serving me well, there were things that I learned in those friendships, and there were moments of joy. And so the next time we're really festering on this pain of what we feel and letting our pain become our purpose, remember, there was a time when you felt extreme joy in this particular situation. Don't forget to follow Self Love Life 101 on Facebook and Instagram. Also follow my blog for more updates. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and leave some comments. I like comments. I would love to engage as I continue to build this page and do this work around self-love. Peace.